This demo showcases the power of StackGen in streamlining complex migration workflows when moving apps between Kubernetes environments, in this case from EKS to OpenShift. Software teams often use Amazon EKS as an easy means of application deployment and testing, but eventually need a trusted, comprehensive, and consistent hybrid cloud application platform for the development, deployment, and management of their apps. One of the pain points when doing such a migration is that developers on AWS are commonly leveraging other AWS services, such as S3 or RDS, but may have set up those services and the connections to those services in a one-off manner through the console. As you can see, we have an existing app, a to-do list, currently running on an EKS cluster. Let's migrate this app to OpenShift using StackGen to simplify the process and automatically port any cloud services that the microservice depends on. To begin, we will import our application source code repository into StackGen. In this initial step, StackGen will analyze the codebase to identify dependencies and required infrastructure resources, such as databases or storage, that are defined in the source code or configuration files for the app. StackGen will also automatically apply relevant policies when analyzing and generating infrastructure components based on the target platform. Here we will choose Red Hat OpenShift as our target platform so that StackGen will generate the appropriate platform artifacts and apply policy, all of which can be customized after analysis. Finally, we'll give our new shiny app stack a name and description and optionally add labels for further organization when we add team members later for collaborating on this project. After analysis, StackGen has detected that our application uses Amazon S3 and RDS. It has automatically generated a Helm chart to deploy the application, as well as a topology map of the cloud resources required for the application to run. In addition to migrating the application, StackGen makes it easy to migrate cloud resources as well. For example, we can deploy an instance of Postgres on OpenShift, which is as easy as dragging and dropping a new resource onto the topology. By drawing a connection between our new database and application, StackGen will automatically generate the necessary linkage between the application and database, making it easy to adopt. We'll save that for a later demo though. As you can see on the IAC or Infrastructure as Code tab, everything generated in the topology view is automatically converted into a Helm chart for eventual OpenShift deployment and a Terraform script to provision dependent cloud resources in the new environment. These artifacts are parameterized, and the relationships between components from the topology view are used to cascade changes in values as the application evolves. As a final step, we'll need to inject our database and S3 credentials into the app. We'll do this through a Kubernetes secret, as our credentials are handled within OpenShift. Now we're ready to commit our new app stack to Git, which is done through the Export menu. Using GitOps, StackGen will generate a pull request against our infrastructure as code repository, allowing project leads to review and approve changes. Once sent, we can see the new pull request in GitHub. It's a rather large change since this is the first time we're migrating this app to OpenShift, so you can see all of the Helm and Terraform artifacts are part of it. We'll go ahead and approve this request. Switching over to OpenShift, you can see an OpenShift Tecton pipeline has been triggered to securely and consistently build the application container image, since this is the first time we've migrated the app. As the pipeline runs, you can see the individual steps to clone, test, build, and push the container image to our Quay.io registry. With the image tested and built, let's switch over to OpenShift GitOps and the Argo CD console to make sure it is deploying the artifacts from our StackGen app stack to OpenShift. I've disabled automatic syncing for this demo, so we just need to do a manual sync, and then the new application should get deployed. Argo CD shows all green, so let's switch back to OpenShift and check out that our new StackGen migrated app stack is properly deployed on OpenShift. In the developer view, we can see our new application deployed as a single pod as specified in our app stack, along with an ingress and route to access it. It looks like our application log file is clean, so we can simply follow the route link to check out our new application and check another to-do list off our list for today. Our application is now live on OpenShift, and all required infrastructure resources like S3 and RDS have been provisioned on AWS, and the application is functioning as expected in its new environment.